Okay, in this first tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up a Google Calendar. I'm going to kind of move fast, different than a live training. You can pause me whenever you want. So if you miss an instruction, go ahead, just go back and listen to it again. You'll notice here I'm using Google Chrome. It doesn't matter if you're using Chrome or if you're using Firefox or Internet Explorer or Safari. Any web browser is fine. All these products work within any web browser. But I just happen to be using Chrome. First thing you'll notice, I'm just on a blank Google page. We're not going to search anything, but if you go up to the top right, I have signed into my Google account. Now, if you have a Gmail account, that means you have a Google account. It means you can access all of Google's products. You can access Google Docs. Blogger is a Google product. Google Calendar, of course. And these things all come with your Google account if you have a Gmail account. If you don't have a Gmail account, you can set one up by, up here it should say, I'll go ahead and sign out so you can see what it would look like for you. It'll say sign in. If you click on sign in, it'll take you here to where you can sign in. Or you can do create an account now if you don't have one. I'm not going to walk you through the steps of creating an account. You can do that. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to use your Davis School District Google account, or I'm sorry, your Davis School District group-wise email account, your whoever you are at dsdmail.net, that will work. You probably just have to recover the password. But what I would do is create a new account, and if you want to use Gmail, would cruise on over here and click on Gmail. Well, that won't let you click on it. Well, then Google Gmail, and it'll give you a create an account here. And what that will do is it'll give you a Gmail account plus everything else. So that's what I suggest. Now I'm gonna go ahead and sign in. So there's my sign in page. It's all signed in. So now once you've signed in to your Google account, you should see your email address up in the top right corner. Over here it gives you some tabs, some links to different things. If it should say calendar, documents, images, video, all this stuff. If it doesn't say calendar, click on more and you'll see calendar there. Sometimes it shows up just there along the top and you'll see it. Sometimes you have to click on more. But this is all your Google stuff. Okay, so this is the basic calendar interface. It'll look blank like this. Yours will actually look a little bit different if this is the first time setting it up. It'll default to the week view. So if you look at the top right there, you can look at a day view. So it shows you everything in a day, the week view, the month view, the 4-day view, which I guess it's just a way to see more on the week view. You don't have to cram so much in there. I've never found that one useful. Or the agenda view. Okay. Personally, I like month view the best. This one I can see out ahead. I can see things coming up. I can see lists of what I have on certain days. I like that view a little bit better. Week, it shows you more details a little bit, but you can't see out far ahead as I like to see. So I'm going to use the month view. If you would like to use the month view and have that as your default, that means whenever you log in, what view are you going to see automatically? It's already set to week. If you want to see month every time you log in so you don't have to click on the button and change it, you can go right up here to this little gear, and this gear will take you to the calendar settings. Once you're in calendar settings, you can look at all these and change things you may want to change. I'm just going to suggest changing your default view here to month. Okay, and mine's already on month. And then make sure whenever you make a change, before you click back to calendar, you have to click save in Google Calendars. Okay, if you just hit back to calendar, like, oh, I made that change, back to calendar, it's going to go back to calendar without saving that change. It won't work. So you have to save, and that will take you back to the calendar. Now you should be looking at a month view if that's what you wanted to do. All right. New to Google Calendars, if you used it before a little bit, there's this big create button up here. That's to create an event. I'll show you an easier way that I actually find a little quicker and more useful than using this big red button. But that's what that is. You can see your different months here. Oh, to change months, just click on the arrows right and left. You can scroll up and down with the wheel on your mouse, and that scrolling of that middle wheel will also change your months. The day that it is will show up on your calendar as this darker highlighted square or rectangle. That's today. Okay. You also see a little search bar at the top. You can search your calendar. So if you have an assignment that has something to do with reading The Book Thief, and you have multiple things on there about The Book Thief, or you could type in Book Thief and search, and it will pull up all those events that have the words Book Thief. Yeah, I spelled it right. Okay, good. I was questioning myself. Thief? Nope. Oh, I-E. Oh no, I did spell it wrong. Hey, there it is. Book Thief. So if you look over here where it says My Calendars, it'll have a list of your calendars. And if you have a new account, it should just say, this first one, it's probably red, I think your default. It'll say your email address that you see up here in the top right corner. Whatever that email address is that you've entered to log into your Google account. It'll say right there, and that's just the default calendar it makes for you. And you'll also see tasks. I have multiple calendars on here, and I've also changed the name of my calendar. Okay. You also have other calendars. Now these are calendars you can subscribe to just to view that you don't own. You can't edit them. You can't modify them, but you can view them. So I have Centennial Junior High school calendar here. U.S. holidays. I can't modify those. That'd be kind of cool if you could. You could pick your vacation days. I have a family calendar. You can do. There's like a Utah Jazz calendar if you want to see their schedule, but we won't worry about adding those kinds of things. So we jump back up to My Calendars. You'll notice that when I mouse over these calendars, a different color will show up. I've set these calendars to two different colors. So whenever I see a red event on my calendar, I know that applies, or that pertains to the David's personal calendar. If I see a green event, then that's my science calendar. So you can view multiple calendars just in the same window. Okay? So even though this is one calendar, you'll see multiple events. So I can see Centennial Junior High's calendars along with my personal stuff all in the same spot. So you'll be viewing multiple calendars. So let me show you what that does. If you click on the name, clicking on it, all it does is make it viewable. So it says this calendar is a red calendar. You click on it, you see all the red events. If I want to see my events along with, I don't have anything weird on there, do I? Let's see, wedding anniversary, don't want to forget that. Don't want to be embarrassed here anywhere. No, going to DC, that'll be fun. Good, nothing incriminating. Alright, we're good. So if I click on Centennial Junior High, it's going to bring up all the purple things, and those are Centennial Junior High calendar events. So I can see both of those calendars at once. You can view as many as you want. It does get a little crowded. If it does get crowded, you can just click on the thing to shut it off so you're not viewing it anymore. And if I just want to see Centennial, I can just see Centennial. Okay, that's all clicking on a calendar name does. It doesn't have anything to do with creating events. It just makes it so you see it or you don't see it. Now, if you like cute stuff, you can click on this little down arrow and you can get these cute colors. So you can make it a, whatever color you want to organize it better. I like to contrast my colors, do them bright, so it's really obvious which calendar I'm looking at. Also, with this little down arrow, you can get into your calendar settings, and you can share the calendar with someone else. If you send your calendar to a friend, whatever you'd like to do. It's also in that little down arrow. All right, that does it for the basic interface of the calendar. The next video we'll move on and do how to create events, and then how to share your calendar, and also how to embed it into a website.